Okay, welcome. Welcome up. Had one job to do. If anybody needs some used 9-volt batteries, I'm took them back on the stage. Luckily, we had one down in the office that actually works on the microphone. I want to thank you all for being here. It's been a really weird year. David, missed you at the Super G. See, we're done today. So this year has been so weird. I went to a senior tea. They had no tea. So you didn't miss out. There was no tea whatsoever there. I get to give out a few awards, and mostly for the honor rolls. And since school's not over yet, we give them out for the first semester. Mr. Dunbar is going to help hand these out. This is for the students on the honor roll. This is the regular honor roll. In order to make the honor roll, you have a cumulative grade point average of 90% or above. The student receiving 95% or above is placed on the high honor roll. So the following students are on the regular honor roll. Please come up and get a pin from Mr. Dunbar. Garrett Key. We'll just wait till we're done. Alyssa Kip. Caitlin Library. Michael Starr. Micah Esper. Angel Estrada. Evan Eckford. Evan Aker. Excuse me. Don't know where that came from. It's spelled correctly on my paper. Hayden Guest. Claire Morgan. Henry Sordo. Michaela Stecker. Jalen Blackburn. Yael Estrada. Sarah Slagle. C.D. Estrada. And Alfred Swift. Please give these guys a round of applause. Students on the high honor roll. Hector Estrada. David Schweitzer. Madison Glidden. Gracie Rodacker. Emmett Sorda. Hudson Krause. Alyssa Moody. And Natalie Haskell. Okay, for the next presentation is acknowledging our NSAA academic all-state people. You actually get your certificate or the athletic banquet, but this is kind of a merger between the athletics and the academics. So you just please stand when they say your name, so you can see it. Students that received the NSAA academic all-state or all academic have to meet certain requirements. And when it's, even though here in the county they can meet the requirements, they're also thrown in with sergeant. This is actually a twin Loup award. And so, I don't want to say the students are competing against each other for this award, but technically they are. But so very proud of these people. So for football is David Schweitzer. For volleyball, Madison Glidden. Wrestling, Hector Estrada and Derek Keith. Basketball, Emmett Sordo and Gracie Rodock. And track is to be determined. So congratulations. Just done. The weightlifting portion of school is not over yet. He gave me something to read. So the weightlifting awards will be given out after 1 rep max. Maxes are completed at the end of this week. Students have been crushing 1 rep and are making tremendous speed. Great job, weight students. He's very proud. The next presenter is Erica Peterson. Erica is with the Kalamazoo Area Community Fund.
My name is Erica Peterson. I'm with the Kalamazoo Area Community Fund, and this year it was my honor to serve on the scholarship. The Kalamazoo Area Community Fund is an affiliated fund that manages an endowment that funds community projects. One of the things we do is award scholarships to local seniors. Tonight, I will be presenting the Gaylord and Alta Wallace Education Scholarship. 2 longtime Kalamazoo residents, Gaylord and Alta Wallace, spent most of their lives working on the hill ranch north of Furlough. They were strong supporters of their community and were deeply appreciative of the Kalamazoo culture and history. Gaylord carefully arranged planned gifts to benefit the organizations and causes he and Alta cared deeply about. The Gaylord and Alta Wallace Education Scholarship is worth $1,000 the first year awarded and is renewable through the grad. Recipients must be enrolled full-time. Our Loup County Scholar will be attending Black Hills State University, majoring in forestry and grassland ecology. Taking college courses since sophomore year and achieving high grades in both college and high school classes while serving as class president, involved in FFA, 4-H, National Honor Society, track, and she still finds time to have 3 part-time jobs. Her references describe her as dedicated, responsible, honest, and someone who treats everyone with a smile and professional. On behalf of the Kalamazoo Area Community Fund, it is my pleasure to present the 2024 Loup County Gaylord and Alta Wallace Education Scholarship to Alyssa Kim. As always, I wanted to say how much I appreciate these kids and being part of this community. I'm just going to get right into the awards. So, top chemistry student was Emmett Sortum. Top biology student is Hudson Krause. We had a tie in environmental, so top students are Gracie Rodocker and Garrett Keith. Top physical science student is Alyssa Moody. Top 7th grade student was Natalie Haskell. And top 8th grade student is Sierra Slater.
Okay, thank you everybody for coming. Thanks everybody who attended the FFA banquet. Again, it's always a great night to award all the FFA awards. And again, the most successful labor auction we have. We keep kind of breaking the record, so really do appreciate all of your support. Students, I hope you enjoy tonight. This is for you. We appreciate you as students. I hope that you appreciate this group up here. I know this group worked really hard for you guys. You know, I'm proud of our school. I hope you are too. So, just get to going on to awards. And so, in a lot of cases, these kids, the things we do in ag, it's you know, one kid might be pull ahead in one area, and another kid pulls ahead in another. So, we have several awards for that. So, starting off with Introduction to Ag, which is freshman ag. Just learning all the basics, extension of junior high ag. First semester, Intro to Ag was Bailey Liber, and second semester, Intro to Ag, Alyssa Moody. And Alyssa, you can stay up here, so there's only 2 freshmen, but this freshman standing up here, see her work back there, I don't know, I think she should be proud of it. Alyssa is a very good welder, will be the freshman Arc Welder of the Year. She's had good assistance, so we can thank the, right now they are a small class. There was sophomores, so it's awesome to see the sophomores that learned last year help to teach. I don't know if I can take any credit for Alyssa's skills, or if that goes to all the sophomores that are helping. 7th grade. 7th grade, just learning what agriculture is, learning the basics, learning some woodworking and shop safety. And they really enjoy that portion of it. And so we have 2 top students there. We have Alfred Schweitzer and Natalie Haskell. And the 8th, I only have them for a semester. The 8th graders we had to start the year, and so I let them get out and do some, get out on the range. And these 2 students also were great assets at state range judging, did a very good job at state range. And then also woodworking, get to sell fruit. They enjoy that part as well. Sierra Slagle and Jalen Blackbird. Okay, so that other, I mentioned, the sophomore group, we have a small school, but I have 10 or 11, I don't know, I can't keep track of that hour. It's very busy. And so, and I enjoy it. They come to work every day, most of the time, much like most of you guys. They're like, all right, Mr. Dunbar, can you stop talking? So go to work. So, in this class, for first and second semester, we have Henry Sortum, Clara Morgan, and then for second semester, Hudson Krause. You guys will come up for explain Henry Krause. So for a lot of the classes like plant animal science, really in the fourth quarter, they work so hard on those other areas. They don't really have an option for shop time, so usually in the fourth quarter we do some shop work. So some of them choose to do more welding. Hudson right now is working on a really awesome cedar project. It's not done yet, so it's not back there. It's a really cool project, so he's doing a good job with some lumber that they've milled themselves. I have a special award also. Sometimes some students deserve award for other things that they're doing. And this might be the real shop teacher of the sophomore class. If they have questions about mechanics, or if they need assistance, there's one guy they go to talk to. And so I have a special sophomore shop foreman of the year to Evan. Evan can do it all, but not everything. Everybody needs assistance. Okay, sixth hour is another conglomeration of juniors and seniors. So we have kids doing lots of different pathways. One of the pathways we did was diversified ag, and where they get to kind of branch off in areas they really like. And so Alyssa Kipp, of course, she always does great work with floriculture, and Gracie with vet science and livestock management, areas like that, just helping keep me organized. And then Caitlin Liber with her livestock management work. So you guys can come up. Okay, and then another pathway we have, and you're at Banquet, you know about these guys and their success in welding and mechanics. And so I have 4 awards there with David Schweitzer, major work in MIG, but also just great projects, doing all kinds of projects all the time. Garrett Keith, same story, great welding and projects. Emmett's ready to wire your trailer. He's not here. Might have to pay him a lot after that project. It's better than last year. He buffed a Airstream, so he likes wiring better than that. And Hector Estrada, Roxy 7. Great year. I wish seniors the best of luck in anything. You know where to find us.
Autumn, and come with my voice tonight, so bear with me. I teach 7th through 12th grade band and choir. So I just have one here. We hit the ground running and members interaction with band clinics, global clinics, multiple programs. We have a couple of contests in the spring, and then some elementary events too. And so, but most of these events and works tonight are going to be for high school members. So I do have 7th and 12th graders to room. And so if I could have my choir kids stand up, we just have 2 of the county. I don't believe Micah is here after tonight. So Micah Esmond, you kind of led her this year in choir, and then Hayden Schletter. And then the rest of my choir awards go to this very talented young lady. Hayden participated in the Dome University Broshmore Local Festival, and her and another student went to this, and they spent the entire day singing and then put on a concert. So that was a great job. Hayden, you're not done. I got a couple more. And we're going to you guys be there. Hayden is also nominated for the Nebraska Ambassadors of Music, and this is an opportunity Everett went on last summer, and he was nominated 2 summers ago. This is basically an opportunity you have where you sign up to go, and then you get to go overseas and sing or play an instrument. And so Hayden, Everett went last summer and shipped his tuba overseas. Can you imagine that? And so we were very proud of him. So Hayden was nominated for that for choir. And then the last thing I wanted to give her a certificate for was she tried out for the NSAA National Anthem. And so they take auditions for students that they pick then a student to sing the national anthem at their state events like wrestling, volleyball, basketball, track, all of those different things. So she did not get chosen. I'm sure there were probably close to 1,000 that auditioned for this, but she did audition and did the marvelous job. So I was kind of disappointed she didn't get it. We got a couple more years, right? Okay. Now we're done. If I could have all the other band students just stand up in your place. And then in the end, 11 of you. And then, you guys sit down. We've got a nice group that participates, and it's growing all the time. I would like to have Casey Clemens and Everett Funk come up. They led her in band this year. And then I also have a certificate for them for being in the MNAC band clinic, so that's for Casey and Everett. Only senior high members can go to that event. So, and then I also have the Nebraska Ambassadors of Music nomination, just like I nominated Hayden for, and this is for Everett and then Sierra Slagle. So, Sierra. Thank you.
Well, I teach personal finance, and I also had the opportunity to have Michael Starr as my TA during personal finance, and I'm not sure who that's more fortunate, me or him, but anyways, it's fun. I asked the kids today, give me your key takeaway from this class this year. So, Hudson says, do not let Casey be in charge of your budget, not even for a month. Backstory. When we first start class, first day, I always give the same assignment every week. And I have the kids, I write down expenses on the board, whether it be rent, utilities, etc. And they just have to take a stab at what they think that would cost them per month. Well, when Casey got done, her total for a month was like over $22,000. And she thought that was fun. I think it was like $8,000 for clothing. Is that correct, Casey? Yeah. So, anyway, that's fun. Henry says, don't go into debt. Everett, the IRS speaks. Ella says, Clara has found the end of the rainbow. No, I'm not sorry about that. Hayden says, it's not hard to do hard things. Just do it. I love it. Noah, I can confidently write a resume and participate in an interview. Evan said doing taxes or paying taxes is going to stink. And I'm not. Casey, she has a better understanding of how life works. Thank goodness. Michaela said her favorite memory of the class is when we were talking about having children, and Evan just like turned those two legs and freaking out. Karime said, "Do not roll your chair in Miss Meeks' class, Everett." Anyone knows that kid cannot sit still. And Clara says her favorite memory of the class, which I wish you would have learned something different, I guess. But it was funny. There was a breakup in our class, and Michael said, "He gone." So this year we've covered everything from checking and saving, types of credit, paying for college, careers, budgeting, entrepreneurship. When we were talking about careers, we really dove deep into cover letters and resumes, and even did some mock interviews in the class. That was a lot of fun. I will say this group of kids has grown and matured so much this year, so that's been really fun to see. And just some of my core memories, and one of them is about Everett. He cannot sit still. Like, the kid cannot sit still. So if you're not putting these roller chairs in front. And also a new one, Ella can fit 8 more heads in her mouth. For my top students, first I just want to thank Michael Starr for everything this year. You have been so wonderful in the library, helping out when I can't get everything. So, Michael Starr is this year's World Best Teacher's Aide. And for my top personal finance student, this year it goes to a very hardworking guy who always has his work done and is always willing to help out his classmates, and that's Mr. Hudson Cross. And I know this is not the athletic banquet, but if you're not doing anything tomorrow to swim the pool, we'll be competing at districts in Fullerton, so go try to field.
Okay, my name is Steve. I'm the new business teacher. I want to thank everybody for accepting me into the community. I know me being a guy that's not from around here might not go over well, but it went over well. Okay, so I'm just going to start the awards here. 7th grade in keyboarding first semester. So top student in keyboarding, Natalie Haskell. And then in the second semester, we do like an exploration class with the 7th graders. And so the top student in that was Alfred Schweitzer. The next class that I had was accounting, probably the most boring class that I teach all year. It's not very fun. Accounting is not great, but top student in that, Hector Estrada. Next is 8th grade business, and for that, top student is Sierra Slagle. Then first semester, I did an intro to business class for high school, and I had top co-students. So the first one is Madison Glidden. And then the second one was Emmett Sortum, and by your mom's rules, Henry has to come up and accept the word for him.
his second semester, I had business law, and the top student in that is Destiny Dilsaver. She can stay up here because top student for marketing class was also Destiny Dilsaver. And then my last award was for Infotech, and the top student in that was Caitlin Lyman.
For Quiz Bowl this year, the nice thing is we got to attend every Quiz Bowl. Last year we missed a whole bunch of them due to scheduling conflicts and low numbers and stuff. So we had a full team in both the junior high and the high school this year, and we got to attend all the Quiz Bowls. And we took our turn this year hosting the MNAC. So it took all the staff and teachers and high school students to make that a reality. So it worked out really well for us, for everybody to attend it. So I'd like to recognize our Quiz Bowl participants. We'll start with the junior high. Jalen Blackburn, Addison Dilsaver, Asidi Estrada, Yael Estrada, Natalie Haskell, Carter Jones, Izzy Shelton, Sierra Slagle, Albert Schweitzer, and for the high school, Evan Eggert, Angel Estrada, Hector Estrada, Everett Fung, Alyssa Kipp, Hudson Krause, Alyssa Moody, Clara Morgan, Emmett Sordo, Henry Sordo, David Schweitzer, and for the top math students, the top Math 7 student was Albert Schweitzer. The top Math 8 student was Sierra Slagle. The top Algebra 1 student was Alyssa Moody. Top Geometry student goes to Henry Sordo. Algebra 2 student goes to Emmett Sordom. And the top Advanced Math student goes to Gracie Rodocker.
Can you guys hear me? Okay. I'm going to, well, if you don't know me already, I'm Brenda Dunbar, the art and journalism teacher here. I'm going to start with junior high awards. If you come up to this, you can stay here. No, stay on. So I'm going to start with Outstanding Artist Awards. The first one is Sierra Slagle. Jalen Blackburn. Natalie Pastor. And Alfred Schweitzer. So I picked these students based off of grades, based off of their effort and their aptitude in the show class, and also the work that they produced throughout the semester that I've had them. You'll see the evidence of this if you look at their work. And ironically, for all maths and art students for awards, they all actually placed it in there this year. So that was really cool. And so I'm going to get those out as well. So the Net Art Show was about 2 weeks ago, I think. And we came on with a lot of ribbons, and I'm very proud of them. And I'm excited to see what else they have up their sleeve for next year. So the first one is for Sierra Slagle. She got first team all conference. She got the 5th highest score in the entire junior high division. So that was awesome. She kind of swept, so just give me a second. We'll list off everything she did last year too. She placed 5th in acrylic and oil painting, 1st in photography, honorable mention in computer-generated art, and 4th in special projects. Alfred placed 3rd in textiles. Amber placed 3rd in photography. Jalen placed 3rd in computer-generated art. And then Noelle Estrada placed 4th in hand-built ceramics. And I'm going to do high school. All right, so my 4 outstanding artists for high school is Kayla Stecker. She produced more work than everyone combined, probably. She has an entire table, so you'll have to go check it out. She does excellent work, insanely fast, and it's very impressive. Alyssa Moody. She's only been with us for a semester, but she has made it very clear that she cares about her craft, and she does an excellent job in everything she does. Bailey Weibert is also. Angela Estrada. Angel, that, and then Angel and I went to UNL the first day of State Fair to the Nebraska Young Artist Award, and we received that award this year, which was really impressive because it was only one of 80 students in Nebraska that got chosen, and one of 20 students for visual art, the rest were dance, music, and theater. So being in the top 20 students for the state for art is pretty impressive, especially for the size of Loup County. So with that, he'll get a $1,000 scholarship to UNL if he chooses to go there, and based on the information he gave us, I'm hoping his portfolio will get him a full ride. We'll see. But the art department's very adamant on covering student tuition for all years. Now they have a lot of funding for that, and so I'm very hopeful that that is in his future. You'll be able to see his work that he qualified for over there, and also a picture of his, he did a charcoal drawing that's in a VFW contest that's nationwide. So we're hoping to hear back about that over the summer to see if he earned a place for that. And now
Mac Awards for high school. Sorry, I have a lot of things. Okay, Angel Estrada was second team all conference, so he was the top, I think he was the 9th highest score individually. So in high school is exponentially bigger than the junior high category, so that was really impressive. He also placed first in computer generated art and honorable mention in special projects. Caleb Stecker placed fourth in handled ceramics and honorable mention in printing. Bailey placed fourth in computer generated art, honorable mention in printmaking, honorable mention in photography. And Alyssa received honorable mention in handled ceramics. And she no longer has her piece because the Arnold principal actually bought her piece and Gail's piece. So that's really cool. That's the first time that's ever happened that we've had super spot right out of the show. So that was awesome. And journalism. I had 5 journalism songs this year. There was a few that stood out in different areas. Journalism takes, or yearbook in general, takes a lot of work on everyone's part. There's a lot of different facets to it. But there was a few that stood out, and so I have the Parker Award goes to Kimmy Estrada. She's always willing to take pictures, and she takes all the pictures. So I really appreciate her. Graphic Design Award goes to Noah Lamb. He was only with us for a semester, but he learned the software faster than I did probably, and he was very meticulous about it, and I look forward to, I think, having him next year for that, hopefully. And this last award goes to my right-hand woman, so I tell her one because I literally would not be able to do this without her, Ellis White. She will do literally anything, and if I can't do it, I refer people to her. She does photography, she does screen printing, she does ladder pages, she designed most of the ads that you'll see in the yearbook. She's also really good at hanging out with my kids and entertaining, sometimes during class and outside of class. And I can trust her to lead her fellow classmates anytime that I can't, or it's been really nice having her really take on that role, and I'm excited for next year to see what else we can do. So, all right, that's all I have. Thank you.
I have 7th grade English, and I guess I'm telling you about spelling also. So, I don't know if Miss Allison is here, but our spelling bee has a lot of kids that are here, because we do 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and, it's part of the National Script Spelling Bee. So technically, officially, someone from Loup County could win the national event sometime. They would have that opportunity. So, this year, competition, Allison Starr got first, and sorry, Allison, you got your stuff already earlier, but I do have to do it. It's a little bee, because she did win the spelling bee, and she's in 6th grade. So, a 5th grader, Nathan Hart, got second. So if you are here, stand up. So 3rd place was Zoe Slagle in 6th grade. And 4th place was Sierra Slagle in 8th grade. And 5th place was Bentley Angelo in 5th grade. So that is the spelling bee. Well, I have 7th grade, and I knew I'd just be up there second, so I thought, what the heck? All 5 of you come up. 5 kids in the class. Come on! It's not a trick. They look like an interesting group, don't they? The award for top student in 7th grade. And after Christmas, we started on a new program, Lexia. They go online, they learn lots of skills. They have had goals in their learning, kind of fixed those up. And one student really took off there, a whole lot of little units, like several hundred units completed that. That is Natalie Haskell. And I had decided a few months ago that one student was receiving an award because no matter what we were doing, and things would get a little muddy, and she'd say, let's start fresh next year. Let's start fresh tomorrow. Let's start fresh next week. She's been saying that for a long time, so Acedia Estrada, you get the let's start fresh. And we do vocab every day, a lot of vocab. And when you're grading vocab, sometimes it can be a little dull, but not if you have this. She likes to lighten it up for me a little bit. So, that's the deal saver. You have an award for the most interesting vocabulary. And Izzy, I was thinking about this the other day, and I decided this is what you're getting. If I am ever stranded alongside the road, on a deserted island, whatever, I hope Izzy comes along with her book bag. Because that backpack, you could live with the stuff in it for a week or two. So, you have the most backpack. And she has everything in there. Great group. Have a great year. I'll see you for 7 days.
Hello everyone, I'm Megan Helberg. I teach English and speech here at Loup County Public School, and it's been another amazing year here at LCPS, and I thoroughly enjoy my time here at this school. We're going to start with the English Awards. In 8th grade English, there's 4 of them in there, and I have them right at the beginning of the day. And it's been a really great class. I just feel like those 4, they get my day started off on the right foot. They come in, they eat their breakfast. I get to hear about what's going on in their lives. And as I look back on the year, that has been something that I have truly enjoyed, getting to know those students. So for 8th grade, we have Sierra Slagle. In 9th grade English, I just want to give a shout out to the 9th graders because they are in the same class as the sophomores and are doing basically the same things as the sophomore English class. And so we're asking them to kind of level up a little bit. I take into consideration certain things when I'm grading the 9th grade compared to the 10th grade of, a little bit more lax on some things with the freshmen. But hopefully this will pay off for them in the long run of getting to be up there with the sophomore class and getting introduced to some of those skills at a little bit earlier age. So the top freshman student for English is Alyssa Moody. The sophomore class, our big class, as we call them, there's 10 of them in there now, I believe. This is a lively group. As I said, they're in there with the sophomores. There's not a single spare chair in that room when they're in there. And we even have a side table that's used. And it's been fun. And we've covered a lot of ground this year. I just never quite know what's going to come out of the sophomore class. So, which is maybe a good thing, sometimes maybe it's a bad thing. But overall, they've been a great group here at our school. We have a lot of strong students in that class. It's going to be really exciting to see what that class does as the upperclassmen of the school next year as they enter into juniors and then seniors. Our top English student for 10th grade is Hudson Krause. Moving on to the juniors. Oh boy, the juniors. I get a little twinkle in my eye when I think about the juniors. They're a fun group. They've got a new student this year. It's been amazing. They're doing some fun projects here for the end of the year. We read The Scarlet Letter this year, which any of you have read The Scarlet Letter. It's kind of a tough book to read. And we read most of it together as a group, and now for their final project for The Scarlet Letter, they get to make The Scarlet Letter in 60 seconds, a movie. So I'm very excited to see how these movies come out and who's playing Pearl and Esther Prynne and all of these roles. They've been a great group, and I'm just know that our school is going to be in good hands with them next year as seniors leading this school. They are go-getters, they're leaders, they participate in so many different activities, which is what you hope for in a class. The top 11th grade student for English is Gracie Rodacher. Moving on to the seniors. This group is very competitive in English class as far as their grades. It seems like all 3 years, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, they have been neck and neck as far as their GPA and grades in senior English. Senior English is the year that they do research papers. All of them successfully completed their research papers. That was first semester. It shows me that if they are choosing to go on to college, that they know how to successfully write a research paper at the college level. They know how to do a works cited and annotated bibliography, and so we hope that they are definitely prepared for that next step. This group has been really special to me, and I just want to congratulate all of them. Graduation on Saturday. I hope to see everybody there, okay? And the top senior student this year is David Schweitzer. Moving on to National Honor Society. National Honor Society, we had our induction ceremony not that long ago, maybe a couple weeks ago, where we welcomed 4 new members. But before we get to those, I would like to recognize our members that were already in National Honor Society with a certificate. Gracie Rodacher, Madison Glidden, Emmett Sorda, Angel Estrada, Caitlin Lyra, Garrett Keith. Hold on, Garrett. Alyssa Kip, David Schweitzer, Hector Estrada, and then our 4 new members this year. I just want to remind everybody about National Honor Society. It is if you hold a 94% or higher for your grades, and you're eligible if you're in 10th, 11th, or 12th grade. So it is not open for freshmen. So freshmen, you will next year, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, 94% or higher. That is just the first step to become eligible for National Honor Society. And then the 4 pillars are scholarship, community service, leadership, and character. The 4 new members that we inducted this year, we had 2 from the sophomore class and 2 from the senior class. Hudson Krause, and Henry Sortum were in the sophomore class. And Garrett Keith and Michael Starr from the senior class. And I want to point out that now, this is a pretty cool achievement, and some of you may have recognized this, that all members of the graduating class of 2024 are now in National Honor Society. That is a pretty great legacy to leave as you graduate. So let's give that class a round of applause. Moving on to speech. I would like everybody who participated in speech this year to please stand up. We had a great speech team. We had sophomores, juniors, seniors participate in speech. It was the largest group that we've had in several years. It was great. We had to take buses and vans and all sorts of things. I want to give a super special shout out to Carrie Areta. She was our assistant coach / van driver / supporter. So if all of us could give a round of applause to Carrie, that would be wonderful. Thank you, speech students. I will start by giving the Academic All-State Awards for speech. Mr. Sheep was talking about these earlier with the sports. This also goes to the fine arts. We can have 2 students in speech that maintain a certain GPA and were they were participatory in the event. So this year, the 2 that are receiving Academic All-State Awards are Angel Estrada and Hudson Krause. Hudson can stay here just for a second. So Hudson was our state qualifier this year. We have sent someone to state the last 3 years, and this year Hudson qualified for state in the event of extemporaneous speaking. For those of you who don't know, extemporaneous speaking, you have no speech when you go to the speech meet, and instead you literally draw a topic out of a hat or a box or whatever it is, and you have 1 hour to prepare a speech, complete with sources that are relevant and accurate, and then you go and perform that speech in front of the judge. And he has to do this 3 different times. You get 3, so he does that 3 different times throughout the speech meet. And Hudson, if you guys know him, he's all about current news and events. He keeps up with all that stuff, so extemporaneous speaking is right up his alley. So congratulations, Hudson, and thank you for representing us at the state speech meet in Kearney. So speech, besides having a lot of kids in speech this year, which was amazing, it was also kind of a special year because Loup County Public School hosted the conference speech meet, which went off really, really well. So I want to give a huge thank you to all the staff members that you see up here. Thank you to our community members for coming and supporting the speech kids. It's very rare that we have a speech meet in Taylor at Loup County. We're usually traveling all over the state for different speech meets. So it was awesome to have all the schools here. We got several compliments from how well the meet was run, and it was a really great day. But I don't really want to do it again anytime soon. So it'll go on to the next school for the next year in the conference. It was a lot of work, so thanks to all of my coworkers here. For districts, we actually ended up going to Scribner, Nebraska, which is about 3 hours away. So we got to do an overnight trip, which doesn't happen very often with speech, so that was kind of fun. We got to go eat at the good old Pizza Ranch buffet and practice our speeches in the lobby of the hotel, and headed off to the speech meet the next day where Hudson then qualified for state. So it was it was a great speech season. I have three special awards here to give out for speech. The first one is Most Improved. If any of you have ever talked in front of people before, sometimes it's kind of nerve-wracking. And when people enter speech class, and even the upperclassmen can tell you, sometimes you're a little nervous, and sometimes you don't want to do the speech, and you don't know if you can do it. And it's amazing to see kids' confidence grow throughout the school year, from people who were literally terrified, shaking, crying, didn't think they could do this, to then by the end of the season, getting up there, having their speech memorized, speaking in front of people, large groups, small groups, whatever it may be, and this is a skill that will last them for the rest of their lives. I don't really care how well they do, if they medal, if they don't medal, if they go to state, if they don't go to state. I just want them to feel confident in their speaking abilities and that they can do this and carry it with them for the rest of their life. There's one young lady in the class that said, I'm really bad at memorizing. I can never get anything memorized, and I just don't think I can do it. And yet she was the very first person in the speech class to get her entire speech memorized. She worked at home, outside of class, during class, and I am incredibly proud of her. She did a humorous prose this year called Not My Cup of Tea, and that is Miss Ella Schweitzer. The next person that's getting a special award is for willingness to help the team. So sometimes we think of speech as an individual thing, and it can be, even though there are some group events as well. But sometimes we have too many in one event, and we need somebody to go into another event to try to help balance out the points and balance out the team. And this person already had a program prepared and realized, you know what, I'm not going to be able to present this very often because we have too many people in this event. I asked if she would be willing to try a different event that we didn't have someone in, and she said, without a doubt, sure, I'll try it. And you know what? It ended up being actually better than her original event. And so that just goes to show that sometimes if you are willing to embrace change, if you are willing to do what it takes to help the team, then there will be success at the end. So paid and guest, thank you for being willing to try something new and helping our team. The final award is for our top speech student. It was not even close this year. This person had accumulated so many points that they got this in a landslide. This person went to every single speech meet, said, I'm in for all the speech meets. She wrote an amazing original speech about her quinceañera. I hope that all of you get a chance to hear it because it is not only informative, it's also entertaining and just a delight. This person was incredibly nervous to do speech, and by the end of it, I literally felt like I could see her confidence grow right in front of my eyes. Karime Estrada knocked it out of the park this year in speech. Congratulations, Karime. I have just two updates that I wanted to give everybody here. Many of you know that our school participates in the Unsung Hero Project and that we've had great success with it over the last couple of years. Madison Glidden placed first place in the whole nation, and Angel Estrada was in the top 20 and national finalist, and we had the ceremony here in September, if you guys will remember that. So an update on that is that a couple months ago, Madison was contacted by the people who put on this event, the Lowell Milken Center for Unsung Heroes, and they said, you know, we do this about once every 5 years, but we are selecting your project to be part of our permanent exhibit at our museum. So that is incredible. And Madison was invited to go down to the Center for Unsung Heroes to meet with their design team to help pick out colors, font, symbols, all of that. Gracie Rodacher, who also did an amazing project on Dr. Sidney Farber, the guy who invented modern chemotherapy. So we went down there, we had an excellent time at the Center for Unsung Heroes. The design team really listened to the girls and are incorporating their ideas, pictures into this permanent exhibit. It will be unveiled to the public on June 26th. And I will remind you that Madison did her project on Dr. Susan LaFleche-Picot, the first Native American to become a doctor, and she is from right here in Nebraska. She grew up in Walt Hill, Nebraska. So, small school, but we are doing big things, people. Madison's project is going to be a part of the permanent exhibit at the museum. I think that deserves a round of applause. Last thing, as I said, this senior class is going out with a bang. Hector Estrada has his whole class. This was open to all of his classmates when they did the Anne Frank exhibit a few years ago. They were able to lead people through that exhibit. It was here at the school. And they did a really wonderful job and learned a lot from that. I think they would all tell you that. But Hector decided to take it a step further and stay in contact with the Anne Frank Center. And last year, he was selected to go to the Anne Frank Youth Summit in South Carolina. This was an all-expenses-paid trip that he was selected to attend with other youth from around the country. And this year, I am very proud to announce that Hector Estrada, from right here in Taylor, Nebraska, was selected to attend the International Anne Frank Summit in Amsterdam, in the Netherlands, at the Anne Frank house where the Frank family hid during the Holocaust. So Hector Estrada will be representing us internationally in Amsterdam this summer. So congratulations, Hector.
For anybody out there that I haven't met before, my name is Ken Wright. I'm the 7th and 12th grade social studies teacher. And this evening, I'm going to start off with the recognition of the student council. So when I announce these folks, if they please come forward to receive a certificate, and then also our president will be receiving a certificate along with the student council. Representing the 7th grade class was C. Estrada. 8th grade class was Gail Estrada. Freshman class representative, Bailey Liebert. Sophomore class, Rime Estrada. Junior class representative, Gracie Rodacher. Senior class representative, Caitlin Liebert. Our student council vice president this year was David Schweitzer. And we needed one more Estrada on there, so our student council president this year was Hector Estrada. All right. Everybody who participated in the History Day contest this year, would you please line up here? Come on up. Hey, our annual History Day contest, we start off with a local contest, and then we take the students to UNK for the district contest. The first certificate is a certificate of participation, which I'd like to give to all the students that are up here. I read off the name, come get your certificate. Alfred Schweitzer. I'd like Gracie, you can help me out. Gracie. Find Gracie. Izzy Shelton. Natalie Haskell. Sadie Estrada. Addison Millsaber. Sierra Slagle. Carter Jones. Yale Estrada. Galen Blackburn. Alyssa Moody. Haley Liebert. Lexi Starr. Emmett Sortum. Gracie Rodacker. Madison Glidden. Micah Esmond Durant. Angel Estrada. Destiny Millsaber. Casey Clements. David Schweitzer. Michael Starr. Caitlin Liebert. Alyssa Kipps. Garrett Keith. And Hector Estrada. Now, the next certificate I'm going to give out is to recognize those that went to UNK and placed at UNK and also qualified for the state competition in Lincoln. Unfortunately, we weren't able to take anybody to Lincoln this year because of the timing of the event. It usually falls at the end of state FFA, and all the kids are there. And unfortunately, this year they decided to move that date and get a lot of kids with other commitments. But I still think it's pretty awesome. All these kids placed at districts and qualified for the state contest. Third place in the senior individual exhibit was Lexi Starr. Third place in the senior group exhibit is Alyssa Kipp, David Schweitzer, Michael Starr, Garrett Keith, and Hector Estrada. Second place in the senior individual exhibit goes to Alyssa Moody. Second place in the senior group exhibit goes to Gracie Rodacker, Addison Glidden, and Emmett Sortum. The next individual placed first in the senior research paper, that's Angel Estrada. And first place in the senior individual exhibit was Caitlin Liebert. Now, after they do the local contest and the district contest, they get scored at both contests, and there's an average of the two scores, and these are our overall National History Day winners for Loup County this year. These folks will get their certificates, as well as the National History Day pin. For the junior high division, third place this year goes to Sierra Slagle. second place in the junior division goes to C. Estrada. Oh, I have it written here too, sorry. Sierra did her project on Elizabeth Blackwell. She wanted to find somebody that was a trailblazer in medicine. But C.D. did hers on Florence Nightingale. And first place in the junior division did her topic on women's suffrage. That's Jalen Blackburn. In the senior division, third place goes to David Schweitzer, Garrett Keith, Victor Estrada, Michael Starr, and Alyssa Kim. Their project was on the pig war of 1859. You'll have to ask them about that. Second place in the senior division, she did her topic on electricity through the ages, and that's Alyssa Booty. And first place in the senior division, their topic was on the cowboy era. That was Emmett Sortum, Addison Glidden, and Tracy Rodock. All right, next award is the Citizenship Test Award. The state of Nebraska has a state law that requires all 8th graders and seniors to take the citizenship test. Being the mean teacher that I am, I make all of my students take the citizenship test. Oh, you folks can have a seat. Let's get those folks a round of applause. Anyway, I make them all take the citizenship test every year, and then we take the highest score for high school and the highest score for junior high, and those folks get a certificate. Our highest score this year on the citizenship test for junior high goes to Sierra Slagle. And for the senior high, this individual actually tied the highest score ever on a senior high citizenship test. That goes to David Schweitzer. And to round things out, I have the Student of the Year Award. We'll start off with 7th grade World Geography and World Culture. Student of the Year goes to Alfred Schweitzer. Eighth graders, U.S. History 1, up to the Civil War. Student of the Year in 8th grade goes to Sierra Slagle. Freshmen, they take Civics and Economics, and our Civics and Economics Student of the Year is Bailey Liebert. Junior U.S. History is, well, we usually pick up around the Civil War. This year we got to about the Great Depression. And our Student of the Year is Tracy Rodock. Senior Government, our Student of the Year was Hector Estrada. And I also teach some elective courses, World History. Our World History Student of the Year this year goes to David Schweitzer. Our psychology student of the year goes to Michael Starr. And our sociology student of the year goes to David Schweitzer. Thank you, and I'll now turn it over to our Master of Ceremony, Mr. Shields.
That title is going to be given to Mr. Denmark, but we all know better than to give him an open mic. Again, I want to thank the school boosters. They did all this. They set it up, set up the tables, decorations, food. I don't know how much money they've given the school, but it's a lot. It's a lot, and it makes our school much better by having them. I want to thank everyone for coming. Stay for the refreshments. Have a safe trip home.